Doodle time.
Doodle time. Doodle time.
Doodle time.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Doodle Time. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to have a bit more of a chill session, I think. It's not going to be as high energy due to just the day being what it is. But I am excited to do a little bit more experimentation and things. Thank you so much for the luck, Greto. I really appreciate it. Red is got very bad manners, apparently, burping in my chat, not even excusing themselves. How dare they? Honestly, people these days. We shall have the music playing in the background. Let me just get the filter a little bit less. That's still enough. And I also think this is good. Good volume, and we are going to switch over to here. Art! So we're not going to be doing anything particularly strongly today. It's going to be kind of just whatever the hell pops into my head. Because I do just want to draw. I don't really want a goal. I just want to doodle and see what happens. Because it's been a while since I've done that. And I would like the creative release. But how has everybody else been? What has everybody else been up to this week? Do we have any plans for the weekend? Tell me, or else. I'm also trying to find a way so that my arm isn't constantly in pain while doing this. Nothing? No, that doesn't seem like something. Not getting up. I forgot to switch the audio. I'm sorry. I will get... We've just started. There's no point in saving. But I will save, and I will think of you. I will be reminded later on when I forget to save. I'll be like, oh, what haven't I done in a while? And then Red will be there. Just like, you didn't save. And so I save then. We're going to be messing around with a bunch of new brushes, because I want to get a bit more tactile. I want to explore the depths of that I can get to with some artistic stuff. So we're going to go for a bit more jagged shapes. Hopefully I don't see a setting. Have I got... Am I in... No, I'm in animation. No wonder I don't see half the things I want. Paint. Please don't crash. No? No. Here we are. Hello. Yes, much more space. A lot more things to work with. I will be when I eventually forget to save. Have I disconnected from Twitch chat on the other side? Why is it not coming through there? Oh, this is fun. Has my connection died? No, it just wasn't updating on my side for some reason. Okay. Trying to not speedrun life. That is a general good thing to not do. I would not recommend speedrunning. There is a lot to do, and a lot of really cool things you can do. What are some of the things you wish you could do, Red? Like some of the cool things you really admire about stuff. Like, do you think astronauts are super cool? Do you think this particular sport is really impressive? I'm not enjoying enough daytime, waking up too late. I feel like there's a solution for that, which is going to sleep earlier. But I know it's not that easy. Why is it not drawing now? Because I'm on erase, like a goober. We'll erase this a bit, because we're not going to have too many layers for this, I don't think. No, why? buffering, what you asked before, I asked what you find impressive that people do, or something that you think is really cool that other people are capable of doing, like in terms of sport or ability or just adventure, like what people are able to do. What do you think is impressive about the world around you? Why is it so pixelated? I don't know. I mean, you talk about Crisis quite a lot. What about Crisis do you admire? Okay, let's not go too much into like the negative shit. Let's try and focus on some more positive things. Let's try and focus on the things we like, rather than the things that we find surprising. What do you like about Crisis? The freedom, but not letting the player get lost in a hunger map, like if it was open world? Okay, so you like the open-endedness of the level without it overreaching. It's the choices and the sandbox and the experimentation. Okay. Have you tried disseminating that, like breaking that down into like specific ways they try to do that? Like, what is the work that how did they end up doing that? You find that very impressive about the game and what they were able to do. So, do you know, you've obviously done a lot of research into Crisis and everything along those lines. Do you find the design choices to be the main thing, or do you find it to be the code? Because the way you described it, it kind of sounds like you're more into the design portion. The actual like game design and like finding out the limits of like what level of freedom to give a player, or how big of a sandbox it should be for them to still give them choice versus just making it like completely uncontrollable. They're going for the Veni Vidi Vici. You reach an area, you see your objective, and plan your attack. I believe a good level matters more than good AI. Okay, cool. So why do you believe that that is a more important thing than good AI? Because I would argue that in certain games, good levels aren't necessarily as important. I feel like it very much depends on the game. As like how much the level design matters. Because some games it's not really about, depends on the game. That is completely understandable. Are there any other games that you admire for similar reasons to Crysis? Howdy, Ham. How you doing? But in FPS, you don't need to make a good lifelike AI that reacts supernaturally and feels like real people. They just need to be challenging and be put on a level that is interesting enough to combat them. I think it depends on the experience you're going for. And hang back a bit. You're asking too many questions. I don't know. I'm just trying to get into the flow, but like, I know it's taking a while to type the answers, but it's why I'm kind of just like spitting them out. You don't have to respond to them instantly, obviously. We got time. What was I saying? But yeah, I think good AI depends. Because if there's meant to be multiple enemies that are meant to be a challenge and get in the way, then yes, necessarily you don't want it to be excruciatingly difficult for someone to win. Unless you're trying to go for that. Design is a very diverse field where little choices like that do matter. And although it might not be the most popular game, realistic and challenging enemies is a very powerful device. Especially narratively. Like, imagine an AI that genuinely is on the same level of skill as the player. And it almost acts like a nemesis to the player throughout that entire FPS. Almost as if you're competing against each other. And then you need to somehow defeat them in the end. Now, it's a lot easier to have multiplayer things where you matchmake people with similar statistics and everything in that way. But to create that level of design where it plays into that aspect of it being the AI, of it being part of the game, AI can be just as important an aspect in an FPS game, depending on the experience you're going for. Goody spent 3 days getting an old game to work. Fun! Just to find a version of that, of it that just works elsewhere. Going to play that suit I've eaten, once I've eaten. Game is called Nocturne from 1999. I think I know what that is. I've heard of it. I don't know too much about it. I very much admire the fact that you took 3 days to try. That's such a... I relate to that so heavy. Genuinely, you I feel seen. Half-Life and Half-Life 2 are a good example of AI in levels. Maybe? I think Half-Life and Half-Life 2 are very specific types of experiences for FPS. They definitely pushed a type of narrative FPS that people want. But I think a very challenging AI could be a very interesting narrative device, especially if you want to design level type stuff like that. Can take up to 10 minutes. It's all good. We're not in a rush. I'm it. I'm drawn. Well, mostly I've been yapping, but you know what I mean. Tell me more about Nocturne, Ham, while we wait for Red's response. What's it about? What do you do? What happens? That's not how that would look. I'm going to be posting in chunk. Don't immediately answer and ask another question. I make no promises. Type like the wind. I don't do coding or tech stuff, so I was just trying things. Still got some bugs to fix. Main one being really long pause between each menu press. I mean, yeah, when you're doing like older games, it is just hoping that mods will fix things, installing little bits that you find online where people say this will work. But yeah, I get you. That does sound like a very annoying bug to have. It sounds like the whole game is like stalling almost. Half-Life AI is praised a lot, but when you look up close they are quite dumb. The levels really carry them. Half-Life levels are enclosed, have multiple paths, varied height, there's opportunities for flanking and cover. I agree. I will be polite and let him paste another chunk before we jump to anything else. Because I already have points that I want to talk about, but I will be patient. You want a transparency mask? No. You. Beep bop doop ba na na ba da 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 Oh, that's a big one. Nocturne is a 1999 action-adventure survival horror video game set in the late 1920s and early 1930s. It controls like RE1, but less survival horror, more action-adventure. Ooh. Plays a guy called The Stranger working for President Theodore Roosevelt to fight monsters in a Men in Black kind of way. That's pretty cool. That actually sounds really cool. Half-Life 2 is actually pretty good, but most of the levels are open and empty, apart from Nova Prospect and Forward. But I think in the end some fun stuff came out of it, like the driving sections are fun, the post-combat level route canal is a chaotic fun, despite the AI having very limited opportunities. Some stuff Valve couldn't handle better in open spaces. For example, the soldiers in the towers make them have assault rifles and not SMGs. We making him read! I think episode 2 handled the AI a lot better. For example, after encountering the advisor in the barn, players trading shots from the barn with soldiers in a house outside. Meanwhile, other soldiers push you into the barn. Yeah, it is cool design. Like, they use the AI to enhance the level. Would you say that AI are part of the level design? BRB getting food. Okay. In a more intimate way than just being AI. Would you consider them separate entities or two parts of a whole? What I believe is level design does more carrying. So what is the meat and potatoes of your design then? As the saying goes. What do you consider the main points to be level design? The main points of level design to be? I want a really, like, harsh line. Are you harsh? You're also, like, fuzzy at the ends. I don't want fuzzy. How are you? You don't draw, you just spread. You also don't know what you do. Oh, you smudge. Oh, it duplicates. Oh, that's pretty cool. But we don't want that. Gameplay and design-wise. Like, mainly. Like, for what would you consider to be... With that statement of what I believe is the level design, in what context is that? And, like, is that specific to gameplay? Or is that more in-depth? This. This is the line that I want. I do want a little bit more, like, space in between. Like, I do want a brush texture, but not, like, at the edges. I was going about the gameplay since you were asking about the AI in the level. Okay. But is not... Like, in terms of gameplay, the design directly feeds into that. So are they not, like... Is there a difference in the way it's approached? Does the design not feed into gameplay? What are you? Oh, you're chalk. Oh, that's pretty cool. I do like that texture, but not for this. Not right now. It might just be this one. I think I just gotta go with this one. Okay. You are a failed experiment number 1. I'll save you. As like a doodle. You can go away. I'm not doing anything with you. Where is this? This is going to Krita. Misk. pain. I think having a bad level layout and good AI is worse than having a good level and bad AI. Okay, but doesn't all of that fall under level design if the AI is also a part of the level design? So is the AI in that instance, regardless of like its behavior and everything, just like how elaborate the AI might be, is it actually good if it does not serve the level? Or the intended like gameplay game flow? Because people often like try to make complexity equal good in a lot of contexts. I think the main thing I'm trying to like get through is kind of the use of the term good AI versus it just being complex AI. Because if we're like looking at them as separate entities, yes, from their own like technical standpoints they could be good. But when you put them in the context of a game and the designing of a level or a flow through a section of a level, I'd argue a complex AI for certain situations is a bad AI. Kind of like Fear AI. Yeah, a lot of people point to Fear AI as like a really good example. And they aren't very complex, but the way they work was way... Fear has good levels. Fear does have good levels. But the way they designed the AI was to have the level in mind, and they were kind of they were designed for that. They helped push that level design. They were a part of it. I should draw something. What am I drawing? I want to try and draw a face. Rogue got a monster schnoz, damn. Like, yeah, the AI and the level are connected, but I just think the level is more important. I disagree. In an action game, I think the way you integrate the AI is very important, and it plays a part in that level's design. I do not think that viewing them as, like, separate things is particularly useful in terms of design. I think it's far more versatile when you see AI as an extension of your level design, because they are playing as obstacles in that scenario. If I were to divide attention to AI and levels, I'd put a little more on levels, but then again, you're still separating it. I understand they are like different tasks in the grander scheme, but it's that type of thing of that I find that they should be treated as equally important. Because as beautiful as your level can be, like Dust 2 in Counter-Strike is a great fucking map. But with all the design consideration was for multiplayer. And for specific scenarios in mind. But if you don't have an AI that can take that into account, if you don't have players that take that into account, it is it kind of doesn't matter how good the map is if the obstacles in that map aren't really as catered towards it. What's it doing? Drawing. I understand what you're saying. I understand that you like the general, like, where you're coming from. I'm trying to say that they are part and parcel. They kind of do come lumped together regardless. So I think, like, coming out of, well, this discussion with saying, like, oh, one is more important than the other, probably isn't the, like, the ideal design philosophy. But again, we're just talking opinion, and I'm trying to discuss things. So would you say that you're passionate about level design, Red? I have spicy pizza. Now that's a spicy meatball. Yippee for pizza! I have grossly misunderstood the scale of this circle. Side profiles are hard. Like, where does the mouth go? Does the mouth go here? Where does head go? How do heads work? What did you say? I asked, so are you passionate about level design? Would you say after this whole discussion that you find that you're quite passionate about level design? And the role it plays in games? It's not a joke. I'm asking. You fucking love it. Okay, cool. You really love level design. So what other aspects, what other games have you kind of looked at, or are there any other people that you really admire for their level design in certain games? Aside from the ones you've mentioned here, like Valve and Crytek. That's not how that works. How does a neck look? How do our necks work? Well, Fear, Battlefield games, and Amnesia 2. The Battlefield is a hit and miss. So, you get really hyped about level design in games. So why are you parts of any communities like level design stuff? I know you've done like mod things for Crisis and stuff. Have you been doing any other work around like games and like level design things? I tried making some amnesia levels in the past, but I'm more interested with gunfights. Okay. So, while you have made quite a few mod packs and things, have you tried, like, applying to indie game studios for, like, level design stuff? I know it's very scary. It's obviously, like, a big question and stuff. But yeah, you can also try looking into, like, game design courses. I know there are not game design, level design courses. There's lots of things. No, not yet? Perhaps? I mean, you obviously know quite a lot. You've been messing around with levels and stuff a lot. Which means you have the portfolio, you have the skill, you have an entire, like file, like folders to, like, show people that what you've worked on, and you can run through all that stuff. After I'm done with my mod, I need to resume my course. Is there a particular reason you decided to stop with the mod? Well, you decided you needed to stop your course to do the mod? Or is it more a thing of you needed to stop the course due to other things, and you're needing to work? This is getting a bit personal. You don't have to respond here, of course. There's absolutely no pressure. Just by the way. The fact I delayed my mod 2 years in a row. I've been making the mod since 2021. Okay. Is there a particular reason you find this mod to kind of need priority? Ever since I earn money from it, and I don't want to put the mod into limbo, happens with too many mods, that's completely fair. The fact that you've earned money from it is already amazing. and fucking well done for that. It shows that you really are doing something that people enjoy and that people want to see. And it's amazing that you're pursuing that. I think that's fantastic. COVID was 5 years ago. It started, yeah. It ended 2, 3? It's been a while. Time happens. Ad break. I will BRB. Let us just do a quick save. Man.
Hello. We're back. The ad break's over. Let's get the other music going again.
I forgot my pen on the other side of the room. Making things is hard, man. It takes time. It takes a lot of practice, and it's honestly no guarantee as to, like, how successful it'll go. But the fact that you are sticking to it and honestly trying to push through with it is amazing. And you should be very proud of that. Gup. I'm not moving. What do you mean I'm not moving? I'm moving on my screen. Yeah. Sensitivity is perfectly fine. I'm moving when I talk. Sounds like a red issue. I feel like you're the one who's frozen. Nope. You know what? Less is more. Add desync the video with audio. Twitch ads are so sloppy. What browser are you using? Could just be a general, like, issue with that, depending on what you're using. Fox? Okay. I mean, yeah, a lot of services don't play as nicely with Firefox as they do with Chrome. Could also just be a general internet thing. I say less is more than immediately redraw the thing. Okay, I think that layer's pretty nice. Let's see if we can, like, do some creative things with color and texture. I do want to mess around with different, like, layer levels. Like, there's a multiplier here. So if we went for... Black is technically 0, so if we did a flip over, if we did, like, a blue, it should just change nothing, really. Yeah. But if we did a color dodge, what happens then? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a really cool effect. Why is that only covering that bit? Did I draw a bunch of things only on one layer? No, it's just... That's a cool effect. Why is it doing that? Make bro 3D. Wait, I can do the other weird tool that duplicates things. You? Was it you? What do you do? Do I need to be on this layer to do it? That's a bit annoying. You can do some trippy stuff with this. That's pretty cool. Not what we want, though. So, why the... where'd my brain go? Why the sudden decision to play Nocturne? Have you just had a hankering? Did you play it before? Binary. Oh, no! Undo that. That's cool. I like that it does that. Never played it, heard of it, but saw a small clip of it and was like, I'm gonna play that. Nice. Yeah. I like this. Looks like a silly, spooky fun. Yippee! This is a cool effect. But let's try let's try Nor. Oh, that's a nice contrast. No, wrong color. I quite like this. I like these effects. I like playing around with layers. Thank you, Red. We will save. So, I have actually erased quite a bit, so we will save a new version. Control-Alt-Shift-S. Why? Control-Shift-S. Control-Alt-S. Control-Alt-S. Yay! I want to do some more glazing. Let's go back to Crisis. What? No, I don't want to glaze anything. Now let's try another thing on top. Let's do an and. See what happens when I put a random other color, like this. Kind of want to add like a background thing. No, I want to... Oh. That does some trippy stuff to that layer. This almost feels like over the garden wall type texture on the outside. What other colors can we go for? Wrong layer. Happy Pride, everyone! I guess. I'm doing this in the wrong order, but... I guess orange, yeah, sure. I kinda like that. Sure. New. We're just making things, we're experimenting, figuring things out. I'm having fun with it. You're too splishy splashy. I want paint roller. I do want like a paint-esque one. I think you're the closest I'm gonna get, yes. I think this is the one I want. Yes. I want this one to be a, like... I guess normal is the best one. Mix. Oh, that's a lot of options. Alpha darken behind. These are a lot of options. Penumbra A, what does that do? That doesn't look like the thing that I want. Uh-oh. Ah, wrong layer. I hope to start a movement to revive Crisis, just like the one with Battlefront 2. I don't think Crisis has quite the audience Battlefront 2 does, but I do think that's a very respectable goal. I'm trying to figure out, like, paint, but, like, digitally, which is probably a bit more difficult. I want to see if I can do like a very like stripy type of sky. What's the fucking clear? I can't remember. E. All. Eraser. Bigger. Big. Yes. Okay, back to paint. I haven't set it up so I can pick up rotation, which is a little bit annoying. We wanted blue. I do want a little bit sketchier. Quite like how messy this is already. This is hard. Who'd have thought that, like, trying to draw abstractly would be difficult? Okay, that actually looks that looks a lot more like a cloud than I thought it would. I'm tricking the brain. Is this a study of light and shadows? Or is it just a study of objects at this point? Can I just make... I wonder if I could just do this with basic blocks. Like, instead of, like, trying to be, like, artsy and shit about it. If I could just do, like... Okay, well, I could not do anything. I'm on the wrong layer. We did just a trowel. Trowel too much. We need grey for the trowel. Let me get some white. And then we get another grey. Lighter even than that. This is harder. I'm not good at colors, or at least block like shape theory or whatever the fuck I'm doing right now. I guess I'm kind of playing purely with color at this point. It isn't so much the shapes even anymore. I guess it's a combination, I guess. This is very much just a practice at this point. I am enjoying it though. This is fun. If anybody has like suggestions for something for me to try, like a landscapey or like kind of background-esque, not really focusing on characters or anything too much. I could try do a robot maybe. I don't know. I could try to do something cool. We will save this. Cloud. Draw the Kaiser's Island? No. That's too much foliage. Too complicated. Too many things. It's the opposite of what I'm trying to do now. I'm going for like a minimalist type of thing. Just draw it from a distant view in the ocean? Nah. could be any island. It could still be good practice. Little island with big mountain towering everything. I think I want to try and do something like with a bit more scale. I am gonna do mountains. I will take that suggestion. Concentrating way too hard on this. I am doing this all on the same layer, which is probably a mistake, but it is probably a learning experience. Little island with big mountain towering over everything. Yeah, I will do this. I will do this soon, but I'm first trying to do this. It is looking to be like a canyon-esque type thing. Too much. Way too much of the other color. Hmm. I think my issue is I'm struggling to get like edges. I guess I do kind of need to just like do that. And that. The issue is it just like completely blends into this one, so it's a bit difficult to do anything like that. Almost like Samurai Jack-esque, which is pretty cool. Ooh. No, I need that one to be like there, yeah. Eh. Hmm. Well, that kind of defeats the point of like having the colors at all if I do this. Difficult. My brain no likey. Maybe try and draw just a regular rock instead of like a full fucking scene. Cloud, go away. We're not keeping you. Let's just draw plain rock. Let's see if we can do that. See if we can get a general shape of a rock. Silhouette of rock. General shape. Then we can get a even darker gray. Slightly darker than that, so we can at least notice it. Ding, 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 ding. I think we go for like a lighter gray. Yeah. I guess it is just doing like highlights and shadows for the most part. Oh, handbrake. BRB. Nah. Mouse, why do you fight me? Click. Don't worry. I'm back. I'm not doing anything, I promise. Okay, we're back. Time for rock. Let us see what we can do. For the others in chat who are either vibing or lurking, if you would like to participate, you please feel free to share anything that you're passionate about. Anything you think is really cool about either games, music, art, animation, 3D modeling. All of those can probably be encompassed under the general thing of art, but I like to hear what people think is really cool. Oh! Yeah! I feel like I need to study how rocks form to be able to do this shit, because fucking hell. It is working. I am getting rock. Welcome, Ham! Ham. Oh wait, that doesn't work. We need, you. Rock. That's looking pretty rocky. Okay. I'm starting to get the hang of this kind of... I think. I hope. That looks like a gosh darn rock. How are we all? Rockin'. How about you? Rockin' out. Nah, I like the big empty one. Oh no! A save! I will do so momentarily. I'm just trying to... Where the fuck? No, I don't like how that turned out. I'm melting in my bed. My window is jammed shut so I can't open. Oh no! What the? Hello. Hello, every other window on my desktop. Time to save. I think this is pretty cool. Let's see if we can add some like greens and shit. So we can add plant. That's too saturated. We want like a more. I could go in another room, but I'm doing things in my room at the moment. Evil things. Probably. Are they evil things, Sam? Are you doing evil things in your bedroom? Someone knock? No. Oh!
TR0 will hit me with his car.
No. Not true. I simply nudged him, her, because they were in the way. Apologies for the misgender in Pride Month. I will summarily go... Bye. Oh, my rock. It rotates. Oh no. They're spreading misinformation and I'm spreading hate speech. I'm sorry. Little island upside down. Oh, what button was I pushing? Yeah, rotated. I'm suing my best lawyer on the case. I don't think you sue the lawyer. I don't think that's a great way of approaching that. I mean, yes, you should definitely sue your lawyer and not the person who did the thing. Why wouldn't you? That's good legal advice. Trust me, I'm triangular. Actually, let's just put this on the back and then I can do the other color and... But it's okay, it happens. I'm still sorry. I'm doing my best. We should have, like, I should add, like, a counter. And it's however many, it's, like, reparations. Stronggle reparations. If only it were that simple. Then I have to do silly things. If it hits 100, do we get Borgor? Perhaps. I feel like I probably shouldn't be the one who decides what the reparations are. It almost looks like it's sinking in goop more than anything else. The rock sink in the goop. That's way too bright. What burger would you get for reparations? What burger do they crave? Double bacon cheese with fried onion. Damn, you're going luxury. Fucking hell. You're gonna go bankrupt. But fine. And garlic mayo? Okay, now, okay, we're getting a bit extreme. It's not like I said a slur. Okay, fine. McDonald's save a menu burger. See, now that seems more like it. I don't know how I'm doing this. I don't know what I'm really trying to do. I don't know how to integrate green with this. Kinda looks like it already has, with how, like, it already, like, is wibbly at the bottom. You know what? Close enough. Green. Every time I hear the word green, I just hear Dan Avidan going, green! Probably not in that high pitch of a voice, more like, green! Yeah. This looks pretty cool. I'm quite happy with how this has turned out. Surprisingly better than I thought it would be. The green one, yes. I do want to do big tree. So we will do brown. Orange. And we go slightly there. This is gonna be a big ass tree. Quite liking the green, like the flats coloring. It feels very nice to like pull it off. No, that's way too much on the bottom there. Huge ass tree. I feel like the tree isn't on the same caliber as the rock, but it's all cool. It feels a lot more textured than most of my stuff. Which I think is good. Because that was the aim. Rock. What do you guys think? I like it so far. I mean, yeah, the main thing is I'm experimenting with colors and shades. I'm trying to see how basic of a shape I can really keep things. I think for the next one we'll go with like basic sphere. Stone. Rock. I've been doing doodles. Share with the class! Hit me with that shit. I need it. I need that dose of dopamine. Be dope and mean. It's based on the drawing I put in the other day. Bug! How does one draw circles with this fucking brush? I think the answer is you don't, but fuck you, doing it anyway. I will give a look in a moment. Not the bug one, but I want to draw more of that guy. That is fair. Let me look now. Look. I double check which one. Oh yeah, the little character with the lovely little stick. More little designs. Time for a sandwich. He's going on adventures at all sorts. You're getting up at 9 AM. That's a good time. Ow. But yeah, that looks really cool, Ham. I really like the design. It is very cool. I'm learning to do basics, but it's fun. Yay! Basics are good. You like sandwiches? I do too. We have a thing in common. We should go on adventures together. Stab someone. Wait. Stab a villain. No, wrong. I feel like on these you should kind of start with the darkest color. Based on how often I'm going, no, 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 and I need to recolor with the old bit. Blending, blending, blending. This kind of looks like the eye of a big bug dude. Starting with the basics is good. I do not claim to be an expert in any way, shape, or form. I am but a doodle that has cognizance. So, we are doing our best. Also, I was watching a YouTube video and some clips of his streams to find out how out I was in his Twitch chat. My comment was highlighted in the edit. Oh wow! The stream was like 2 years ago and I only just posted his video, I forgot. And when I saw it, I was like, what the hell? That's me? I was there? Wow! That must feel surreal. Just like, I don't remember being there. When did this happen? The comment was, if you fail this, I'll take your lungs, no biggie. That's one for the history books, it is.
He's just a hungry little guy.
He was doing a challenge run. Oh damn, of what?
Who is this streamer? Shout them out.
I have no idea who they are. I probably won't know who they are. There are so many people that stream. There's so many cool, like, content creators that I just can't, like, keep up with half of them. Then we need a little bit of off-white. I say off-white. Time splitters 2 on hard. Damn. Okay. Did they do it? Did you have to steal their lungs? Mike Wazowski looking ass. Creature! They did! And he unlocked a map in the game, which was not worth it. Oh. Oh no. Looks like he's from fucking Spore. But I'm pleasantly surprised at how that turned out. Not as much of a creature as I was expecting, but I wasn't even expecting a creature. But here we are. I knew a guy who looked like that. What was his name? What was their name? I gotta be more gender neutral. I keep saying this. Flip the Paul. Okay. How did you know him? Personally, know of? Business meeting? Work associate?
If this is a reference, I don't get it.
I take an illegal munch of legally distinct biscuit. Munch. Whoa, eat the students at my college? No, thank you. Too salty. Too many ramen noodles. I'm just being silly. Yippee! Okay. I don't think we're gonna get many more things done today. I'm quite happy with how, like, the general contrast that we've gotten. We got this. We'll open another one. Like previous one. We got this one. Because some pretty creative things, messing around with layers and like colors and all sorts of things, which I think was really fun. And textures. We were like experimenting. We were messing around. And look, clouds. So, I think this has been a very good doodling session. We will save this. And we will call him Mikowski. Wait. Yes, Wyke Mikowski. But yes, I think we are going to call this stream here. It has been a lovely bunch of doodling. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed
Making the little bitch, seeing the little guys turn to stuff and things and such.
I'm particularly happy about this one. This one feels more like a complete thing. Like, almost like album cover-esque. This I like the texture, but I think it's a bit too, like, sketchy and everything. I'm really happy with the contrast on this. Red, we're gonna start timing you out, man. You gotta excuse yourself. You can't keep doing that. It's just rude. And then I like rock. Rock look good. If you take away all green, rock look like rock. I said excuse yourself. It's not funny if there's no like... If I'm not saying like, excuse you. Or excuse me. Yeah, that's the one that makes more sense. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody who joined. It has been a lovely time. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves and doing the things you need to make sure that you are cared for and safe and feeling valued and all sorts of these wonderful things. Please remember to check out the Discord. There is links wherever. I'm not going to put it in the chat. You'll just have to look for it. You'll just have to explore, engage, shit. I've saved. I did save everything. It says rock hasn't been saved, but it's been saved. I will save again, just because. Oh. Even TTS has no fucking idea what to do with that. It did have a star. You are correct. I don't know. It's because I just changed the layers to from visible to hidden. But yes. It cannot say my name. It cannot say what I have broken. Please take care of yourselves. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. If you're in the UK, please stay safe and hydrated and everything, as there is a heat wave hitting at the moment. And yeah, be safe in general. Everything's kind of crazy. But until Monday! Just a heads up, next week might be is up in the air whether there'll be a doodle time, just because of shenanigans that are happening. But I will hopefully see you all on Monday! But until then, this has been Doodle Time! Take care, everyone. And good night. And stay pointy. That's the most important one, okay? Stay pointy. Okay, bye.